Hi everyone, so I've had a couple requests to do a video on how I highlight and contour. So today I'm going to show you how I go about doing it. I'm not saying this is the correct and the only way to do it. I'm only saying that this is the way that I highlight and contour my face. And also side note, I like to highlight and contour my face very dramatically. So if you're looking for a more natural look, I guess you can use this, just don't, instead of using the darker concealer sticks that I use, I wouldn't use those. I would go and just maybe use a bronzer for a more natural look. But then again, this is a more dramatic highlight and contour because that's what I like. So if you like the way my face looks and you want to get this look, stay tuned to mine. Okay, so first we're gonna start by applying my foundation. It is Revlon Photo Ready in color Caramel. So I'm just gonna apply this all over my face using my e.l.f. stippling brush. You want to make sure you come just a little bit underneath your jawline, just because if it is a darker shade than you don't want to have like a nasty line. It'll just look horrible. Foundation, done. Step 2, you are going to, I used to do this like a bajillion different ways. First I was just using bronzer to draw in my contours, and it kind of made my face look dirty, so I stopped doing that. And then I started just using my Ruby mineral powder in this dark shade. The color is Cognac, and I did that forever. I still do it that way. I just recently found this beauty at the drugstore. It is CoverGirl, CoverGirl True Blend Fix Stick in the darkest shade they have. So now I've been using this and my powder, both of them together, perfect. So what we're gonna do is we are going to take our stick and start. You want to start, if you don't have cheekbones, I mean you can feel and you want to draw it right underneath, but if you can't feel, then we're just going to draw them on. Start right here at the tip of your ear, and you are going to draw a line. You can make a duck face or a second or a pool, whatever one. Then we're going to do our contour right the sides of our nose. It's going to take you a little while to do this one. You can, if you mess up, you can make your nose look crooked, or it can be fat, and we don't want to do any of that. So just be careful doing that. I'm going to take it and I'm going to put it there. Sorry. Then you're going to take it and you're going to come, just draw a little line right there, and draw another one right there. Taking my lovely buffing brush, we're going to buff all these out and make them look real nice. Okay, then I'm gonna take my Revlon concealer. It is in light medium. I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna apply it underneath my eyes in the shape of an upside down triangle. Then you're gonna apply it down the middle of your nose, and I'm gonna put a little V right here in between my eyebrows. The whole goal here is to look like an avatar. Right, a little bit, you wanna do it just a little bit above where your jawline ends. And right in the middle of your chin, and a little bit on your cupid's bow. And I'm going to use my RC Cosmetics concealer brush to blend this out. And then for my chin, my jawbone, and in between my nose and my V in between my eyebrows, I'm going to use my Sephora concealer airbrush. You're just gonna wanna pat this. Don't so much as smear it and drag it, because you do it, it's not gonna cover anything. So just pat and kind of get it to set in.
Heart beats fast, colors and promises. How to be brave? How can I love when I'm afraid to fall, but watching you stand alone, all of my doubt suddenly goes away somehow. One step closer. I have died every day waiting for you, darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I love you for 1,000 more. Time stands still, beauty in all she is. I will be brave, I will not let anything take away what's standing in front of me. Every breath, every hour has come to this.
Okay, now don't be alarmed. I know we still look crazy. That's why we're gonna use the foundation brush that I used earlier, and I'm just gonna go ahead and blend a little bit, and then I'm gonna go over and blend it again with my RC Cosmetics flat top kabuki brush.
I have loved you for 1,000 years. I love you for 1,000 more. And all along I believed I would find you. Time has brought your heart.
Make sure when you're blending to always use circle motions and not pulling and dragging, because you're just going to create lines. So instead when you're doing it in circle motions, it'll leave you a nice finish, nice even finish.
One step closer. One step closer. I've died every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid.
Now I'm going to set my concealer and foundation with Rimmel's Stay Matte Pressed Powder in color Sandstorm.
And all along I believed I'll find you.
My RC Cosmetics huge fluffy brush. Now, just press it onto your concealer. Don't smear just because you want to get it to set. So if you press, it's not gonna move it.
One step closer.
Using my blush brush, I'm going to be taking the Ruby mineral powder I was telling you about earlier, and I'm just going to take a little bit of that and I'm going to go over where I placed my CoverGirl contour at.
Darling, don't be afraid. I've loved you for 1,000 years. I love you for.
I never seen a diamond in the flesh. I cut my teeth on it.
Okay, and FYI, I like a very deep, heavy highlight and contour, so you do not have to do it this way. This is just the way that I do it.
In the torn up town, no postcard.
You're going to go over with the same brush, same pressed powder on your forehead where you contoured, and right below your jawbone where you contoured. And come down the side of your neck, down this side, and then right on your collarbone. Taking our lovely blending brush again, we're going to go ahead and blend all of that out together.
Let me live that fantasy. My friends and I, we've cracked the code. We count our dollars on the train to the party. And everyone who knows us knows that we're fine with this. We didn't come from money. Songs like Goatee, Grey Goose, tripping in the bathroom, bloodstains.
Taking my Beach Please blush from Be a Bombshell Cosmetics and my blush brush, blush brush. You're gonna make a really awkward smile and place it on the apples of your cheeks. I like to bring mine all the way back how I contoured, but you don't have to. I just like to do it for a more dramatic look. If you want more natural, of course, go ahead and just leave it on the apples of your cheeks. Once again, our blending brush.
In your love affair, and we'll never be royals. It don't run in our blood.
You don't have to do this step, but for the sake of the video, I am going to do this. I don't do this every day, but just to spruce it up, I'm going to use my NARS Illuminating. Get a little bit. Place it on the top of your cheekbones. and we're all done. That is how I highlight and contour my face. Hope you guys liked it.
Mark my words, this love will make you levitate like a bird without a cage, but down to earth. If you choose to walk away, don't walk away.
Well, that's it guys. This is how I highlight and contour my face. It's pretty simple. And as you guys see, mostly all the products I use were drugstore products. So you can use basically any product as long as you have a good set of brushes. I think you're set. And go ahead and feel free to tweak this, tweak this technique and to make it your own. Or if you want, like I said before, if you want a more natural look, go ahead and let's just knock out that deep concealer stick that we used and just go ahead and use a bronzer. I hope you guys loved this video and I hope you enjoyed watching it. Stay tuned for another one.